I, Dr. Manmohan Kaur of Jesus and Mary College, would like to welcome you all for the second day of webinar. Today, we'll have panel discussion on the topic how to keep fit and maintain sports performance in the era of COVID-19. We have received government advisory which stresses upon wearing masks, maintaining adequate distance, frequently washing hands and sanitizers. Schools and colleges across the country, they have been taking online classes in this lockdown period to ensure that students don't suffer any setback in their education. However, in case of sports persons, missing even a single day of training adversely affects their sports performance. We all must have come across the news of two Chinese boys dying within a week of each other while wearing masks in their gym class. Another Chinese man left lung had collapsed after he jogged for 2.5 miles while wearing a mask. Maintaining an adequate physical distance is next to impossible in team sports and combat sports, and so is frequent sanitization. I look forward to my fellow panelists to discuss and give their opinions on how to overcome these challenging times for the sports fraternity. Thank you. Now I request Sister Rosalie to give address. I request Sister Rosalie to address the audience.
A very good morning to all of you. I'm very happy to welcome our staff and students of Jesus and Mary College and all the participants from various institutions, colleges to this special webinar organized by the Department of Physical Education in collaboration with the IQAC of Jesus and Mary College on the topic how to keep fit and maintain sport performance in the era of COVID-19. We are honored to have with us one of our own, Ms. Shagun Chowdhury, an Olympian and an Asian Games medalist of 2014, an experienced person in sports. Thank you, Shagun, for making it possible for you to come and share your expertise and experience with us. We are happy to have our other panelist, Dr. Deepak Suri and Mr. Amit Khanna. Thank you so much, Mr. Amit and Deepak, for accepting our invitation to share your knowledge and expertise regarding this topic. I am sure your sharing and discussions will enable us to keep fit, not only for sports performance, but also to enjoy a healthy life. Before we begin, we invoke God's blessings on each one of us and on the whole world, which is suffering from uncertainty, suspicion, and fear. We pray to God that we may be able to cope with this unprecedented situation of COVID-19 and the lockdown. We pray for all those who are affected by the COVID-19 in a special way. We pray for the doctors, nurses. We pray for our government and all those who take care of us. We pray for the migrant workers and all those who lost their job during this lockdown. A threat to their survival itself. With the power of the Spirit of God, we shall overcome all hurdles, face the challenges with courage and confidence. We will live with the grace of God a new normal life, a healthy, happy, and peaceful life. Amen.
Thank you, Sister Rosalie.
I thank and congratulate Dr. Anju Luthra and her team, Dr. Manmohan Singh Rajender, the members of the sports committee, that is Dr. Rekha Dayal, who is also the moderator of today's webinar. He has assisted Dr. Molly and Dr. Dinesh Adlaka. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Amita Motwani, for coordinating all the webinars, and Dr. Alka Marwa for your support and guidance, and the technical team working behind it, without whom our webinar will not be a reality. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you, Sister Rosalie. Now, I request Dr. Amita Motwani to say a welcome address, who is convener of JMC webinar series. Amita, please.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, sister, for the blessings, the prayer, and also briefly introducing our speakers, including our own alumna, Ms. Shagun Chaudhary. I would like to address all the participants and tell them that we have been organizing many webinars under the JMC webinar series and IQAC in collaboration with different departments in our college as well as the student societies. We have so far had 6 webinars, and since yesterday, the 7th webinar is continuing. We have many more webinars coming up in the month of June. You may go to our website, jmc.ac.in, for information on upcoming webinars. And the recording of the earlier webinars are also available on our website if you want to go through that. I'm sure that today's webinar is going to be informative as well as you will learn new things. Without much ado, I would ask the organizers to start with the webinar today.
Ma'am, unmute yourself.
Thank you, Dr. Amita
Amit
Motwani. Now, I request Dr. Anju Luthra to say a welcome address.
Thank you, Manmohan.
Welcome the panelists.
Thank you, sister.
And introduce the
Thank you,
panelists.
everybody. Now I'll introduce my first panelist today of the day, Mr. Amit Khanna. Mr. Amit Khanna was the fastest man of India from 1995 to 1998 by winning majority of 100-meter races. During this period, he won the best sportsman of the country in 1997. National Games by winning 3 gold medals and created a new national record in 100-meter sprint and become the fastest man ever. He has won medals in 1996 SAF Games and silver medal in 1993 SAF Games. 5 gold medal in Asian Master Championship in Thailand 2008 and was declared the best athlete of Asia. He participated in 35 plus category and created a new record in 100 meter in 35 plus category. He is currently working as a superintendent in custom and central excise and service tax. He is simultaneously following the passion and running a sports academy called Go Speed Sprint Academy at Tiagra Stadium. During the lockdown, Mr. Khanna and his family have taken up the matter of their fitness at their own hand, and their video says it all. Brinda, please. Brinda. Can I request Vrinda to please
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
start the video? Thank you, Vrinda. Second panelist of the day is Ms. Shagun Chaudhary. I'll give a special thanks. In the 11th hour, yesterday, only 10 o'clock, I call her and she agreed. We have to play some international tournament, so we have to change our panelists. Thank you, Shagun. It's my kind courtesy. Shagun, she is the first and only Indian woman to have represented India in the Olympic in the history of clay pigeon shooting. She is also Asian Game medalist in 2014 and has won multiple Asian Championship medalists. She is a current National Games champion and has won multiple times the National Championship. Shagun is right now working in ONGC as a manager of PR, and she was the brand ambassador at the time of Olympic. Thank you, Shagun, once again with us. Dr. Deepak Suri, he'll join in any minute with us. He's a renowned national and international physiotherapist. He has been associated with the several organizations for years such as DDCA, Rajasthan Royal, Delhi Daredevils, National Cricket Academy, BCCI, Punjab the Sher, Celebrity Cricket League, etc. He has helped a lot during any time if I have any problem with my students or our sportsmen, Department of Sports recoveries, which is felt take him months, and Dr. Surya always helped a lot of us to make sure he had a speedy recovery even in times where we had lost hopes. Thank you, Dr. Deepak. Now we have the today's eminent lady with us, moderate Dr. Rekha Dayal. She is an associate professor in the Commerce Department of Jesus and Mary College. She has been elected twice to be a member of Executive Council and Academic Council of University of Delhi. Her teaching experience has been more than 4 decades, and during this education, she had presented several papers in international and national conference. Her PhD in organizational behavior, and I must tell you that all she has been using her topic till date to improve and give useful insight and information to her colleagues as well as to students. Without her support, a lot of things would not have happened the way they were supposed to. So thank you, ma'am, for being a constant support to us. Now it's over to Rekha, ma'am, please.
Thank you, Anju. Thank you, Anju. These are really special times. And I was just thinking today what I was doing last year. And it came as a shock to me that I could not recollect or literally revisit what I did last year. So the topic for this day today is actually very apt. How to keep fit and maintain sports performance in the era of COVID-19, because we are all steeped up into it. So I would request our fastest man in India, our own Bolt, to give his presentation. And after all the speakers, then we shall take up questions. So I now give the mic to Mr. Amit Khanna.
Good morning, everybody. And thank you so much, Rekha ma'am, for the lovely introduction, Anju ma'am. And first of all, I would like to thank Sister Rosalie, Dr. Manmohan Kaur, for giving me this privilege to be a part of this webinar organized by one of the best colleges of Delhi, or rather, I would say of India. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure for me to be a part of this. So guys, I've always used to believe, that our life is like a lemon and spoon race. We all have played lemon and spoon race in our lives, like you keep a spoon in your mouth and put a lemon into it and run. So I feel, our life is like that. The spoon is like our career, our finances, and other things which we hold really tight in our mouth. And health is like the lemon. And while running the race of life, if we drop this lemon of good health, we are considered as lost. Believe me, you may be of any profession, you may be as rich as you are, but if you're not blessed with good health, you are considered as lost. You cannot enjoy anything in life. Now, before Corona, we were 24/7, we were running to gain professional gains, wanted a luxury car, bigger house. From morning till evening, it was a rat race, and I was a part of that rat race. I used to leave my home at 7:30 in the morning and used to come back at 8:30 in the night. Throughout the day, we were on our toes, thinking about how to manage life and other things. And health was at the least priority. Maybe I'm into fitness, so I was giving a little bit of importance to it. But even then, the first priority was our profession. This coronavirus episode has made us change our thinking. How? We know that jaan hai to jahan hai. We know if we are healthy, only then we can enjoy all these things, the luxuries of life. And our Prime Minister have also told us that we need to become Atmanirbhar now. And Atmanirbhar in a way that I would say we are moving down to 70s when there never used to be any domestic help and ladies used to work at home. And hats off to all the teachers who are here, who are managing the online classes, the pressure of online classes, plus all the household chores. Definitely they are doing their part of fitness. Now the thing is, everything is moving online, whether it is studies, whether it is meetings, whether it is parties, even people are having house parties and meetings online. Weddings are happening online. Even cremations are happening online. So life has really changed. Now the issue is, where does fitness comes from? Now we all know that some way or the other, we have to move out of our houses. We cannot actually, man is a social animal, we have to move out of our houses. So it is not possible for anybody to carpet the whole world. The world is full of thorns. It is not possible for anybody to carpet the whole world. We need to wear our shoes. We need to improve our immunity. We need to stay protected. And how? We need to improve our immune system. An immune system can be improved only by diet. Like you can have Chyawanprash, all those desi nuskas of the dadis, nanis, tulsi water and all that stuff. And we need to exercise on daily basis. Why? Because exercise will increase your blood circulation and strengthen your antibodies. And those antibodies will fight against all the viruses. So strengthen yourself. Now, when it comes to Atmanirbhar, I'll tell you how I started the video which has been shown to you. When this lockdown was done, I did not even miss a single session with my athletes. I didn't want to compromise on their fitness level. I was a handicap when it comes to technology. I'm really bad with the technology. So what I used to do initially was I used to send workouts and I used to tell my students that please send me the videos. And I used to see the videos and see that they are working. Then after a month, when this process was on, somebody told me, why don't you start online classes on Zoom or any other platform? I was like, no, yeah, I won't be able to manage. Somehow I thought of giving it a try. And it was a big hit. Initially, there were 10 students. Now there are 25, 30 students. The first day I had to totally depend on my daughter. Then I became Atmanirbhar. The second day was better. The third day was even better. And now I was very confident with that platform. I'm very confident I can actually, in a minute, I can schedule a minute, in a second, I can just change to the things. So it's all about Atmanirbhar and what we can include. Now listen, everybody over here, I just want to speak to you for a minute. See, our fitness level, हमारे शास्त्रों में भी ये बताया गया है, our fitness level is directly related to our pulse rate, our heart rate. It has been said that our breaths are counted. हमारी सांसें गिनी हुई हैं. When I'm saying our सांसें गिनी हुई हैं means our heart has an expiry date that it will beat for this number of times in the lifetime. Now, how fast or how slow it can beat will decide how long you will live. Can you believe what is the pulse rate or heart rate of Lance Armstrong? Can anybody believe? Our pulse rate, a normal human person, his pulse rate is 72, 70, 72, around about that. Me being a sportsman, if I'm going to check my resting pulse rate, it should be 60. Anyone who's fitter than me will be lower. But can you believe what is the pulse rate of Lance Armstrong? 32. Can you just believe he was an Olympian in cycling? 32 was his resting heartbeat. So just believe that how much time he's breathing in a minute, we are breathing twice. So our heart is working twice as fast as. So to reduce our heart rate, or see, how many days, how many years does dog lives? Dog lives for 8 to 10 years because the pulse rate is like really fast. How many years does a tortoise live? Tortoise lives for ages because it goes into the water and stop breathing. And ऋषि मुनि हमारे टाइम पुराने टाइम पे कहा जाता था कि मतलब they used to take samadhi, jal samadhi, and they used to come out of it after 6 months. So that was the extreme phase of yoga. So now how to reduce it is an important thing. We need to exercise daily, the cardio exercise to decrease it. Now, I was attending one of the seminars and somebody told me, and it was a very valid question, कि when we exercise, the heart rate grows, it gets faster. And you were telling us it has to go slow. So how can it go slow when you are exercising? So that was a very valid question. See, our lungs are like balloon. Baba Ramdev bhi aapko kahenge Kapalbhati karo, expand your lungs, because it is like a balloon. When it is expanded, the capacity of carrying the air will increase. So while you are exercising and your pulse is going to 160, 170, the air carrying capacity will increase. And when it increases, then your pulse will go down. So this is one thing. And the other thing is I wanted to tell you guys, like even now, like it's been 10, 15 minutes, we are sitting and we are sitting idle. Start rotating your toes, start rotating your ankle. While lying on the bed also, you can just do abdomens. There's so many ways you can climb stairs. You can, in your day-to-day routine, stop using elevators and start climbing stairs. See, it is, again, the problem is never a problem. It is never a problem. Again, I'm telling you, a real problem is only 10%. 90% of your reaction to that problem is the real problem. Means coronavirus is a problem. Now the whole lot, whoever is listening to me, out of them, half of them will say, yaar, coronavirus ne to ye kar diya, yaar, we have gained 10 kgs, khate rehte hain, ye karte rehte hain. But out of them, half of them would be who will be saying, I have transformed my life. The time has been gifted to us by God and we have utilized it. How? Transform yourself, transform your body. Yesterday, Mr. Dr. Vikram Singh was saying, detox yourself, start exercising. And there's so many exercises, like you do not have weights, like people have, you do not have weights. Start lifting a flower pot. You do not have place. Start doing cardio exercises like high knees, like mountain climber jumps, like abdomens. There's so many ways you can do. See, if A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, then knowledge will make it 92%. Hard work will make it 98%. H is 8, A is 1. And attitude will make it 100%. You need to have the correct attitude. You need to include exercising. You have 24 hours. It's quite a lot of time for people who really want to achieve something. and it is nothing for people who don't want to do anything. Yaar, din nikal gaya. When was the last time you tried something new? I'm telling you, I used to really feel scared when it used to come to online sessions or online classes or anything related to computers. But this corona thing has done good to me in this. I'm a different person. I have lost 7 kgs in 1.5 months. I have gone fitter. I had detoxed myself. I have gone friendly with the computers. And I'm making sure that everybody in my academy is working out every day. Like yesterday, Dr. Deb, the other panelist, Manika Debnath, has also mentioned that we are so much into computers, we are ignoring fitness. We need to include daily workout. And that's really important if you really want to live healthy. And again, see, life will never be the same. We have to believe that corona medicines, whenever it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, but we have to change our lifestyles. We know that jaan hai to jahan hai. That is all, Rekha ma'am. I think I really wanted to tell you all that we must include daily exercises. We can do push-ups. We can see space is a problem with most of us. We can do mountain climbers. We can do shuttle runs. We can do to build up your cardio. We can do one-leg squat. And for the sportsman, whoever is a sportsman, again, I'm telling you, for your particular sport, when we are into particular sports and we are in the playground, our focus is always on the workouts which the coach gives. We ignore most of the muscles which causes us injuries because we feel, yeah, this is not related to our performance. So we ignore, like for a sprinter, we ignore hamstrings, curls, and other things. And when injury is caused, we have no other option. So this is the time to concentrate on those muscles which you really ignore while you're doing sports. Strengthen those muscles, strengthen your abdomens. We can't do abdomens every day when we are doing sports. So strengthen your abdomens, start doing abdomen workouts, strengthen your back muscles. So I am saying utilize this time. This has been gifted to you by God, and you can really utilize it. Come out of this lockdown, come out of this corona as a champion, and take the best out of it. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you very much, Amit. I think it was really very, very interesting and informative deliberations that you gave us. And so rightly you have mentioned that one must judiciously manage one's time now, because this is by the grace of God that if we've got some kind of extra time at our disposal, we must use it. And what I loved most is come out champion. Yes, surely. I think it was very nice to listen to your analogy that you gave about the lemon spoon race. I think for all of us, and particularly for me, it was really a learning experience. From such a small little thing, you created the whole life structure around it. And I really thought about it, that how lemon, when we think about it as a health in such a small, through a small example, one could really talk about life itself. Thank you so much. And I do hope that all our viewers and all our participants who are listening would take back the lot of things that you have brought out. But I think, just to summarize, that not only one must be very careful about one's diet, but we must be very, very careful, and we must be very cautious, and we must do make a routine of doing our exercise regimen very, very strongly, and of course the right attitude. So unless we have the right positive attitude, we will not be able to emerge champion. Thank you so much, Amit, for a lovely presentation. I'm going to call upon now Ms. Shagun Chaudhary. Anju has already introduced Shagun, but for me, Shagun has a very, very strong bond and connection. And I still recall her from her days as an economics honors, bubbly, vibrant, very, very dynamic student running around. And today, when I look at her from where she has developed into an Olympian and so on and so forth, it's a matter of pride for us, Shagun, to have you here. और आज आपने अपना नाम को जस्टिफाई भी कर दिया, क्योंकि शगुन का मतलब हिंदी में हमारे लिए एक अच्छा शगुन दिया आपने लास्ट मिनट पे हाँ कह के. So thank you so much for being here with us. Now over to Shagun for her presentation.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would really like to thank Sister Rosalie, Anju ma'am, Manmohan ma'am, Rekha ma'am for calling upon me for this webinar. I mean, last night when I got a call, it was she said you have to join. I was like absolutely, because JMC for me is one of my most precious times in my formative years as a sports person. And I remember I used to drive Anju ma'am, Rekha ma'am, Manmohan ma'am up the wall. And, because I used to keep running for my shooting practices, and they used to be like, "Ladki tu kya kar rahi hai? Tu pad le." Kisne bola tha economics honors lene ke liye, and you want to shoot also, and you want to do the toughest course in the university, and how will you manage it? But if it hadn't been for JMC, then I wouldn't have been sitting here in the with the designation of an Olympian, because my formative years of shooting was actually pushed forward by all of you, Anju ma'am, Manu ma'am, Rekha ma'am, where you encouraged sports and academics together, which I feel is extremely important in today's life. Mr. Khanna has touched upon our physical health, which is and fitness, which is extremely important. And I think as sports persons, it basically toughens our game. It makes us stronger. All of that. I also feel there's another aspect which needs to be touched upon is mental health, because in these times with COVID-19, I mean, who would have ever thought that we would be sitting in a place where we'll be having webinar meetings and we'll be interacting with each other, and the thoughts that it's been almost 3 months of lockdown now, and to be isolated from society, and to be sitting by yourself and controlling the thoughts and compartmentalizing them and not being affected by them is a huge part of what a sports person also feels on the field. As a sports person, we go through a range of emotions in a very small period of time. For example, when I shoot, my round, which will either make me or break me, lasts only about 30 minutes. And in those 30 minutes, I can drop targets which will put me on the back foot. But you have to be mentally stronger in order to put that behind you, in order to come back and reclaim your game. So I think sports is that bridge which connects. There's physical fitness and there's mental health, and it's also that medium which makes us much stronger mentally in order to handle life as it is. And as Mr. Khanna rightly said, that we were so lost, before the lockdown happened, that we kind of lost what we were actually wanting to achieve in life. I mean, I have come home after this is like summer vacation for me, where I've actually managed to spend time with my family after about, I think, 15 years, where I have spent 2.5 months with them, where it's also given us time to reflect our priorities. This whole rat race, as you rightly said, about running our ambitions have sort of become misplaced in this before this time. We were thinking we were running out, but the amount that we were losing in the bargain actually affected us physically and mentally, because the basics that actually makes a human being, we lost that somewhere in this rat race, whether it was spending time with your family, whether it is giving importance to the basic things in life, the basic things as to the food that you eat, the conversations that you have, the mindset that you have in order to, the positivity that we used to have as kids. As kids, I remember when we used to go to school and we used to play sports and all, there was sport. It used to be just that. We used to be living in the present moment. We didn't have any future ambitions as far as, I mean, we did have ambitions, but we didn't have any future that I have to make so much money or this is what I want to. We lived in the moment. We were present as to what we were doing. Now, what I have, and like I said, there's been a lot of time to reflect, is that we have somehow lost that, where we keep planning ahead without thinking of what we are doing in the now. And I think for me, mental health is basically one aspect which has really come up, and it's been a topic of many a discussion as to how people are dealing with this. As sports persons, like I said, we go through more. We go through the lowest of lows and the highest of highs, and we have many more failures under our belt than successes. But it's the want to actually deal with that failure and still reach that moment of success that makes it all the more sweeter. And if we put that aspect in our day-to-day routine, then these little hiccups that we used to think used to be the end of the world earlier, we'll realize are actually meaningless. It is how we deal with everyday situations in order to become better human beings. Our interactive skills. I live on a farm, and I'm blessed to live on a farm in Jaipur. So I have space here, and over here, when the whole lockdown started, we have an organic farm, and I have never ever spent time here to actually sit here and talk to the women folk as to what actually their issues. I mean, their issues are so basic that in our lives we don't even think about it. We never ever give it a thought that something as small as मेरे पास आज बच्चों को पिलाने के लिए दूध नहीं है is basically what makes up their lives. What they're actually trying to aspire is something which we don't even think of, because we kind of get lost somewhere in this whole aspect. So along with physical fitness, which is extremely important for sports persons, I think mental health is also something that needs to be touched upon. And for that, I am actually fortunate and blessed to be a sports person, because you kind of bring that aspect out in every day, and you kind of handle situations better. So I feel, in school, when we used to talk about sports, or when in college, when we used to talk about sports, it was always called as an extracurricular activity. It was never mainstream education. Not realizing how important it is to actually use this medium in order to have better lives as people. And because like I'm stressing again, sports brings everyone together. We are all there in the present moment. I've seen Anju ma'am going for hockey matches and all, and there's aggression, and there's defeat, and there's a win. We feel all this, and we are able to do it. I feel that is what we should actually think of sports as being something that should be pushed as much as an economics or as a commerce or something, because mentally there is nothing that makes us more stronger, adds to team spirit, adds to the kind of honor and the kind of emotions that you feel when you win something, the defeats that you go through, which you want to spring out of, and then wanting to try again, is basically what we are trying to do in life as well. So, I mean, on that note, I don't want to take too much, because that is what I feel is very, very important, is mental health, which I think sports plays a major role in actually, like this. I mean, it plays a major role in dealing with that on a positive note. And I think that's what we need to encourage our younger generations and everything. Don't use it as an extracurricular activity. Use it as a mainstream in order to lead happier, easier, basic lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Shagun. I think it was extremely you touched upon the most important aspect of our lives, and particularly at this point of time, when not only physical health had taken a beating, mental health was something that each and every one of us was worried about because of the negative thoughts that pervaded our minds all the time. And these had a direct linkage to our metabolism, leading to, all kinds of physical ailments as well. And you have rightly, brought out the importance of sports. I don't think there would be anyone who would not agree with you when you said that sports, I myself wonder why it has always been an extracurricular activity when sports should be actually a part of the mainstream education, because sports definitely builds up not just your stamina, but sports build up a personality. Sports builds up a person. So I feel very strongly, and I agree with you wholeheartedly, that we do need to dwell upon it, reflect upon it, and give it a very serious thought. And I hope the planners somewhere are listening to you, Shagun. And there would be some changes that must be made, and there are changes. Yoga has become almost mandatory, for all schools and colleges. So let's keep our fingers crossed. And on that positive note, thank you so much for your presentation, and I'm sure each one of us has a lot to take back from here. And rightly also another point that you added, this period made us realize how small things and how small pleasures of life are important, what we had forgotten. We had forgotten to sit with our family, have a cup of tea with them, enjoy a nice little argument with our siblings or even with our parents. I think all that has come back. एंड लाइक अमित ने भी कहा, 70 का दशक वापस आ गया जब आप बिना किसी हेल्प के अपना काम करने में सक्षम होते थे. सो आई डू होप that we are becoming stronger and we'll come out of it in a very, very strong manner. Thank you, Shagun. Now we have Dr. Deepak Suri with us. And, Anju has already given a introduction of Dr. Deepak Suri, but I would like to just add one more thing. Not only Dr. Deepak Suri has been, of course, a God-sent angel to us, because we've been sending and he has looked after all our problems in terms of sports injuries that our sports women have had and helped them out. But he has also helped out people like, national sports people like Gautam Gambhir, Shikhar Dhawan, Rishabh Pant, KL Rahul, Andre Russell, Shoaib Malik. So we have someone who's actually very well versed in what we call as in his area. So I would now call upon Dr. Deepak Suri to take over from here, and let's move into the journey of the fitness in terms of what physiotherapy tells us. Dr. Deepak Suri.
Dr. Rekha, please note, Deepak Suri had some little technical problem for 2 minutes. Earlier he was trying from laptop. Now he joined now. Dr. Deepak Suri, are you ready? Dr. Deepak?
Yeah,
are you ready?
Good morning. Good
Ma'am,
morning,
you can now
everyone.
take over.
Good morning, Dr. Deepak.
Yeah, good morning. I'm very sorry. There was some technical issues with my laptop, so I couldn't connect with that. So I'll be continuing with my mobile. And I really thank everyone, Sister Rosalie and Dr. Anju, and all the sports committee members. And I really like the way that.
Suri sir, your voice is not audible clearly. Can you just take care of your mic, please?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So, am I audible now?
Yeah, you are audible, except that if the volume can be a little more, if you could be closer to the mic.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
the mic is off, I think.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So, I'll be just taking a few minutes of yours to take some lessons, just to teach you about how to stay fit in this era in COVID-19. So, as you all are aware about the precautions, जैसे कि everyone is saying like wash your hands regularly and take sanitizers and आप लोगों को पता होगा जैसे कि if you are using sanitizers it can cause some skin irritations also and even in the severe cases it can cause some cancers also. So if you are meeting someone, if you are at the home and you are not meeting anyone, there is no need to sanitize your hands again and again. But if you are going outside and if you are meeting someone, then you must sanitize your hands, or preferably you should wash your hands. If you are coming from outside, just keep your shoes outside. And guys, if you are using any public places or any public like sports complexes, just take your own exercise mats and keep away from the other persons. In this time, you don't know about that who is getting infected, and there are some cases they are infected but they are not showing any symptoms. Guys, please do not visit any hospital even if it is not mandatory. Just keep away from the hospitals, because a study shows that hospital ICUs and the pharma surfaces are 100% infected from the COVID-19 virus. You have to take immunity-rich foods, as everyone says, like take amla, some vitamin C juices, and the best way to increase your immunity is start exercising, yoga, pranayam, and avoid packed foods. Like everyone says that if you are running, don't use masks. There are some different views about this, because if you are a sports person, we use the mask for making your immunity higher or making your lungs to do a better job. Because if you have heard like our Indian team were using the mask for taking to it's like अगर आपको पता हो कि ट्रेनिंग इन हायर एल्टीट्यूड्स, तो वहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन कम होती है, तो वहाँ पे इसीलिए वी यूज सच काइंड ऑफ मास्क जिसमें कि ऑक्सीजन आपको कम मिले. सो वी कैन यूज दैट मास्क, बट उसका आपको ध्यान रखना है कि अगर आपके लंग्स वीक हैं, अगर आपका लंग्स का एक्सपेंशन ठीक नहीं होता है, तो उस मास्क को यूज़ नहीं करना है. अदरवाइज मास्क आप यूज़ कर सकते हैं टू मेक यू फिटर. और सबसे अच्छा रहता है कि अगर आप रनिंग शुरू करें. इन द सेम मैनर इफ यू आर इन अ जिम, और अगर आप मास्क लगाते हैं, then you can use mask for the lighter activities. Do not use mask for any heavy activities, like if you are lifting a heavy weight like 100 kgs or 120 kgs and you are using mask, because at that time you need lots of oxygen, and mask reduces the intake of oxygen. See, if अगर किसी को कोरोना हो जाता है तो क्या होता है, इट लीव्स अ लाइनिंग ऑन योर लंग्स, जिससे आपके लंग्स का एक्सपेंशन ठीक नहीं होता है. एंड इफ यू नो, द लंग्स एंड द हार्ट आर एग्जैक्टली कोरिलेटेड टू ईच अदर. अगर आपके लंग्स में कुछ प्रॉब्लम होता है तो आपके हार्ट में भी होता है, तो आपको मायोकार्डियल इश्यूज आने का बड़ा खतरा रहता है. इवन कुछ केसेस में ये भी हो सकता है कि किसी का हार्ट फेलियर भी हो जाए. तो कुछ जिस किसी को अगर कोविड-19 होता है, तो हमें जब एक्सरसाइज शुरू करनी है, राइट फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड डे, जस्ट टेक रेस्ट, कोई एक्सरसाइजेस नहीं करनी है. इसके बाद हमें लो टू मॉडरेट एक्टिविटीज़ की तरफ जाना है, लाइक वॉकिंग, इंटरमीडिएट रनिंग, स्विमिंग, योगा. और जो हमें नहीं करना है इनिशियली वो है रेजिस्टेंस ट्रेनिंग, वेट लिफ्टिंग, और स्प्रिंट्स नहीं लगाने हैं, स्ट्राइड्स नहीं लगाने हैं. ऐसी एक्टिविटीज़ नहीं करने हैं जिसमें कि हमारे लंग्स को चैलेंज मिले, हमारे हार्ट को चैलेंज मिले टू पंप मोर ब्लड, टू इनहेल मोर ऑक्सीजन. इस तरह की एक्टिविटीज़ इनिशियली हमें कम करनी है. इसके बाद यू कैन इंक्रीज द ड्यूरेशन एंड द इंटेंसिटी ग्रेजुअली ओवर टाइम, और इंक्रीज आफ्टर 2 to 3 days if no bad sign or symptoms exist. अगर आप आज एक्सरसाइज करके आते हैं और अगर आपको शाम तक ठीक लगता है, नेक्स्ट डे भी ठीक लगता है, देन आप अपनी एक्टिविटीज़ को बढ़ा सकते हैं। एक कोई भी एक्टिविटी को बढ़ाने का तरीका ये होता है कि आपने कल जो एक्टिविटी की थी उसका 10% आप इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं। मान लीजिए आपने 1 किलोमीटर रनिंग की थी तो आप नेक्स्ट डे 1.10 किलोमीटर कर सकते हैं। कभी भी हैप्पीली ऐसा नहीं करना है कि आपने आज 1 किलोमीटर रनिंग की थी, कल जाके 5 किलोमीटर कर लेंगे आप। और स्पेशली अगर आपको कोविड हो चुका है तो आपको बहुत बहुत ध्यान रखना है, क्योंकि आपके लंग्स अभी पहले वाली हालत में नहीं होते हैं, उनके ऊपर लाइनिंग आ चुकी होती है एंड दे आर नॉट एबल टू एक्सपेंड फुली। एंड इसी तरह से योर हार्ट इज नॉट एबल टू पंप मोर ब्लड टू योर बॉडी, टू योर एक्सट्रीम पार्ट्स ऑफ योर बॉडी। इसलिए आपको इन चीज़ों का बहुत ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा। जब आप कोई भी एक्टिविटी शुरू करते हैं आफ्टर कोविड तो आपको इनिशियली 1-2 दिन रेस्ट करना है। उसके बाद जब आप एक्टिविटी शुरू करेंगे तो वॉक थ्राइस और 4 टाइम्स अ डे फॉर 5 to 10 मिनट्स ओनली। इसके साथ ही आप कुछ भी अपना गेम्स खेल सकते हैं, कुछ कोऑर्डिनेशन के गेम्स खेल सकते हैं। इसके बाद आपको इंटरमिटेंट रनिंग पे आना है। इंटरमिटेंट रनिंग मीन्स आप लाइक do jogging for 1 to 2 minutes and take a walk for 2 to 3 minutes, or you can make it equal, like 2 मिनट आपने जॉगिंग किया, 2 मिनट आपने वॉक किया, so that आपका जो हार्ट रेट जो ऊपर गया वो फिर आप उसे नॉर्मलाइज भी कर रहे हैं। हार्ट से आपने और लंग्स से आपने जो ज़्यादा काम लिया उसके बाद उसको आप रेस्टिंग पे भी लेके आ रहे हैं। अदरवाइज ये आपको कुछ गलत साइन एंड सिम्टम्स दे सकता है। इसलिए आपको इस तरह की एक्टिविटीज का बहुत ध्यान रखना है। बाकी जैसे सभी लोग बोलते हैं कि टेक इम्यूनिटी, ऐसे फ्रूट्स लेने हैं और फ्रूट्स लेने हैं जिससे कि आपकी इम्यूनिटी बढ़े। एक चीज़ हम लोग देखते हैं कि जब हम ज़्यादा खाना खाते हैं या ज़्यादा नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स खाते हैं, बहुत इसमें कंट्रोवर्सीज चलती हैं। जैसे कुछ एक फेमस डाइटिशियंस हैं वो बोलते हैं कि टेक 8 मील्स अ डे, कुछ एक लोग बोलते हैं टेक 3 मील्स अ डे। अभी कुछ एक कॉन्सेप्ट आ रहे हैं टेक ट्वाइस अ डे। तो अभी जो कॉन्सेप्ट आ रहे हैं उसके हिसाब से ये है कि अगर आप दिन में 2 बार खाना खाते हैं तो आपकी बॉडी को टाइम मिलता है हीलिंग का, जो कि हमारी बॉडी को यूजुअली नहीं मिलता जब हम 3 बार, 5 बार, 6 बार, 8 बार खाते हैं। सो ये नया कॉन्सेप्ट है, आप इसको ट्राई करके देख सकते हैं और इससे वाकई में इम्यूनिटी बहुत बढ़ती है। नहीं तो हमारी बॉडी के पास बिल्कुल भी टाइम नहीं होता कि अपनी खुद को हील अप कर सके। आपने देखा होगा कि बहुत लोग होते हैं मॉर्निंग में उठते ही बोलते हैं कि नहीं मुझे बहुत फ्रेश नहीं लग रहा है, दिन भर कहते हैं मुझे फ्रेश नहीं लग रहा है, मेरा कहीं जाने का मन नहीं कर रहा है, मेरा कहीं आने का मन नहीं कर रहा है। यूजुअली लोग बोलते हैं नहीं मुझे फीवरिश लग रहा है, मुझे यहाँ पेन है, मुझे बैक पेन हो रहा है, मुझे नेक पेन हो रहा है। सो अगर आप ये ट्राई करते हैं इससे आपकी इम्यूनिटी भी बढ़ेगी, यू विल बी फार अवे फ्रॉम कैचिंग एनी डिजीजेज और आपको बहुत एनर्जेटिक फील होगा। जस्ट गिव इट अ ट्राई फॉर 10 to 15 days, इट विल बी लाइक एक गेम चेंजर की तरह आएगा आपके लिए अंदर। लेकिन अगर आप स्पोर्ट्स में हैं तो अपने न्यूट्रिशन का बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान रखेंगे। इन मील्स में हम बोलते हैं कि अगर आप 2 बार मील लेते हैं अपना और थर्ड टाइम जो लंच का जो टाइम होता है उसमें आप कुछ भी फ्रूट्स एंड ड्राई फ्रूट्स ले लेते हैं। इसका तरीका ये होता है कि आप इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग पे आते हैं। एक मील आपका कुछ 10 बजे के आसपास होता है, लंच में आप फ्रूट्स एंड ड्राई फ्रूट्स लेते हैं। उसके बाद आप इवनिंग में 5 या 6 बजे के करीब आप डिनर कर लेते हैं, उसके बाद आप कुछ नहीं लेते हैं। सो यू आर गिविंग योर बॉडी 16 hours ऑफ रेस्ट इन द नाइट सो दैट इट कैन हील इटसेल्फ। यस, थैंक यू। अगर आपको कोई क्वेश्चन है तो पूछ सकते हैं, इंक्लूडिंग फिटनेस से रिलेटेड, कोई पेन से रिलेटेड या कोई भी, तो आप पूछ सकते हैं। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू सो मच डॉक्टर दीपक सूरी। आई थिंक आपकी बात सुनकर काफ़ी दिल को चैन और सुकून मिला। कहीं इतनी द काइंड ऑफ different aspects about living that you have spoken about in terms of how we reach immunity vis-a-vis food and so on, and what should be avoided, and even the controversy regarding masks, because yes, all of us have been hearing this. Even we've been reading about how people lost their lives and so on and so forth when they were running and so on and so forth. One doesn't know exactly what happened. So I think you have cleared up very many doubts. And I think rightly said that hearts and lungs both are the most important organs, and if we are going to challenge them in terms of giving them more activity when we are not well, then we are creating trouble for ourselves. So even your information, it was very informative to hear what one must do after COVID, to rest and walk and then take up intermittent exercises and slow jogging and so on and so forth. And I hope that all our participants who are listening and who would be definitely looking for maybe some more questions that can come to us. Though we have received very many questions, but I'm keeping in mind whatever time that we have, I will take them up. I'll try to take as many as possible, so that the session becomes not just interactive, but a lot of fears are allayed, and lot of emotions, frayed emotions are taken care of. My first question is to Mr. Amit Khanna. Amit, what exercises would you suggest? Many people had asked questions, so I have combined them into one distinct aspect about what exercises would you suggest for sprinters during the lockdown period, being an expert in this area.
One issue is that sprinters to run fast, they need a lot of strength. And when we are in regular practice, we can't do strength every day. We try and keep it for twice or thrice a day. But this is the time to actually do squats. You can do one leg squat. You don't need weights for that. If you can do one leg squat on the bed, like you can keep one leg on the bed and do it. You can do squat jumps. You can do lunge jumps. So many things. You can actually do push-ups. And when you feel that the push-up is light, you can do incline push-ups. You can put, like in the video, there was like I stand on my back and then did push-ups. So when you feel that the normal push-ups are easy, you can increase the weight on your shoulders, on your back. You can tell somebody to sit on it. You can put a flower pot on it, and then accordingly you can do the squatting. And the most important thing is that when you come out of this lockdown, you should challenge yourself that the six-pack should be visible. Do a lot of core exercise, you do a lot of back strength, because sprinting and running is totally dependent on the core strength, and you need to really strengthen it up. Do abdomens, मतलब इतनी abdomens कर लो that when you come out of the lockdown, people will say, are you the same person? What did you do in the lockdown? Well, just change your mind, like Sagun Chaudhary have mentioned. You need to change your mind. It's the mind that's going to control your body. So once you got to challenge yourself that, yeah, when I'm going to be out of this lockdown, just kill it. Six-pack, powerful, different you, and just change yourself. Thank you.
Thanks. Sorry.
Hello.
I think it's most important that one challenges oneself, not only in terms of making sure that one is physically fit, but that one is mentally fit. So thank you so much. Now, my next question is to Dr. Deepak Suri. Dr. Deepak Suri, a lot of people had been asking us, and their main concern is about what they should be eating, because what should be the diet which is immune boosting. At this point of time, everyone is talking about boosting your immunity, so that even if, if we all know that there are a lot of people who are asymptomatic and so on. Coronavirus is not just limited to the symptoms which are seen, but there are a lot of us who could be affected by it. But that is because the antibodies there are fighting. So what could be that immune boosting diet?
Yeah. First of all, I'll just add in the previous comment कि जैसे उन्होंने बोला कि लॉकडाउन का टाइम था तो the players have to do like squats, lunges, jumping. तो इसमें I would like to just add कि जितने भी players हैं who are seeking some online trainings और या जिन्होंने अभी नया शुरू किया है, just go to a good coach जो आपके पहले फॉर्म देखें, क्योंकि most of the guys I see they are squatting in a wrong way. उनका lunges का position भी ठीक नहीं होता है. Even when they jump and they land in a wrong way. The form is not right. So what it results, it gives them the knee pain or the cartilage damage, or sometimes it can lead to some like anterior cruciate ligament or some other ligaments. So आपको बहुत ज़रूरी है कि एक अच्छे कोच के पास जाइए और वहाँ पे जाके अपना फॉर्म सही करें. बेशक आप पहले कुछ वेट कैरी ना करें अपनी एक्सरसाइजेज में. Do your own body weight exercises, do some calisthenics, but go to a good coach. Yes. अभी हम बात करते हैं कि some good immunity rich foods जिसमें कि आपकी ग्रीन लीफी वेजिटेबल्स आती हैं. बट एक चीज़ होती है, जैसे आप मान लीजिए पालक ले रहे हैं या कोई ग्रीन लीफी वेजिटेबल्स ले रहे हैं, ऐड सम लेमन और सम विटामिन सी इनटू इट, नहीं तो वो हमारी बॉडी में एब्जॉर्ब नहीं होता है. सो हम जैसे पालक ले रहे हैं, कुछ भी ले रहे हैं और हम ऐसे ही लेते जा रहे हैं, तो वो बॉडी में इतना यूजफुल नहीं होता, हमारे इंटेस्टाइन से एब्जॉर्ब नहीं कर पाते हैं. इसलिए यू हैव टू ऐड सम लेमन. इसके साथ में आप आजकल जैसे मौसम चल रहा है, मौसमी का लेमन है, ये चीज़ें जरूर लेते रहें आप जब कभी भी. और भी ये किसी का शायद माइक ऑन है. एक जैसे हम ग्रेन्स जो लेते हैं, स्पेशली जो आटा लेते हैं, ये आटा जो गेहूं है ये जेनेटिकली मॉडिफाइड है, जेनेटिकली इंजीनियर्ड है. सो जो अच्छे डाइटिशियंस हैं वो ये बोलते हैं कि आप सिंपली ये वाला आटा ना लें, इसको किसी न किसी चीज़ में मिक्स करें, या तो कोई चना लें या कुछ और इसमें ग्रेन्स मिलाएं, या फिर एमपी का जो आटा जैसे बोलते हैं आप वो लें. सिंपल ऐसा आटा नहीं लेना है जो आपकी बॉडी के लिए, आपके गट के लिए एब्जॉर्ब करने में बहुत दिक्कत आती है. एक चीज़ और होती है जिससे हम बोलते हैं सोयाबीन. सोयाबीन इज़ ऑल्सो जेनेटिकली इंजीनियर्ड. सो इसलिए जो अच्छे डाइटिशियंस हैं वो बोलते हैं कि आप सोयाबीन का यूज़ कम से कम करें. इसके साथ ही मौसम में जितने भी फ्रूट्स आते हैं, हमारी मदर नेचर ने हमें इतना अच्छा गिफ्ट किया हुआ है. हमारे जब गर्मी आती है तो हमें जैसे वाटरमेलन है, मस्क मेलन है, या जितनी भी चीज़ें मौसमी है, ये सब चीज़ें हमारी इम्यूनिटी को और हमारे समर के हिसाब से बहुत हमारी इम्यूनिटी को भी रिच करेंगी, हमें सारे विटामिन्स देंगी, हमें मिनरल्स देंगी, हमें हमारी जितनी भी डाइटरी रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं सब पूरा करेंगी. सो इसीलिए आपको ड्राई फ्रूट्स भी लेने हैं, फ्रूट्स भी लेने हैं, और अपना प्रॉपर मील्स भी लेने हैं. मील्स स्किप नहीं करने हैं कभी, ये ध्यान रखिएगा. और सबसे अच्छी चीज़ क्या है, अगर आप एक्सरसाइजेस करना शुरू कर देते हैं, अगर आप रनिंग करना शुरू कर देते हैं, अगर आप रनिंग नहीं कर सकते हैं, योगा करें, कुछ ज़रूर करें, इवन वॉक करें. सो आप जो कुछ भी खाते हैं वो सब एब्जॉर्ब होना शुरू हो जाता है बॉडी में, एंड इट मेक्स योर इम्यूनिटी बेटर. थैंक यू.
Thank you, Dr. Deepak Suri. I think one of the information has been, I mean, the whole of it has been very, very, important. But each time we also used spinach, palak वगैरह का, उसमें शायद हम लोग लेमन कभी कम ही डालते होंगे, मगर आपने आज ये बताकर एक बहुत अच्छा वो समझाया है कि वो कैसे एब्जॉर्ब होगा. So thank you so much for it. Now before I go to Shagun Chaudhary, I must go back to Amit for one little, comment that we have received from our teachers. Jesus and Mary College predominantly is a women's college, yet, we would like to inform you that during this lockdown, the menfolk of our house, it is not just that the women have been working, menfolk of our house, our husbands, our sons, everybody has been contributing. So it is not exactly the 70 ka dashak, it is actually the 21वीं सदी, जिसमें men have shouldered the responsibility, and rightly so. So I wanted to clarify this point with you, Amit, that we have been able to get the support and help, equal help and support of the menfolk in the house. Thank you. Shagun, you're a sports person, and therefore, and I've seen you right from the time you join college. Now, at this point of time, particularly that you have also gone back home and 3 months you've also been with them. So, the kind of feelings that we get, a lot of people have been demanding to know that how would sports help us in fighting with corona? If you, could suggest some way by which we can use sports to fight the corona virus, not only in terms of combating it, but also, I guess, the fear that is there in the mind.
Dan, it's how sports actually helps in fighting corona or any disease or anything that we go through is basically the mindset that we solve forward. Because we know this is not going to last forever. It will come to an end. So the idea is to basically have a positive mindset and not let something what's around you. What's happening nowadays is there's a lot of negative news. There's a lot of about the number of cases, the number of deaths, the number. But what we really need to do is what sports helps us do as sports persons is that we actually try and pick out the positives and exaggerate them in order to weed out the negatives. And similarly, for what we are facing today also, that we have to see the positive aspect of it. The positive aspect as to whether it's spending time with family, whether our mortality rate is only 3% and our recovery rate is much higher. These are the issues that you actually have to focus on. So the idea is to have a positive mindset and have that belief. Like in sports also, you have to have the belief as a sports person that you will achieve what you're set out to achieve and you're on the right path. So similarly, I think in how sports as a mindset helps us overcome all these hurdles. So Corona is just one of them. And since we've overcome so much more, this is just going to be part of the package. Eventually, probably after a couple of years or something, so it's going to be one other thing that we've managed to overcome.
Thank you, Shagun. Thank you so much. And I think it is important that one keeps the negative part of that out of our mind and out of our thoughts. Now I come back to Mr. Amit Khanna. Amit, a lot of times you've already said, and I think Dr. Shagun also said, and each one of you, all three of you feel, sports has a very strong foundation in terms of developing us. And we also feel that, the government has a very strong, government must play a very strong role. So I would like you to throw some light on the policies of the government with respect to physical education.
That's a very valid question, that's a question that every parent asks, what is the future if I opt out of studies and concentrate more onto sports? So now there was a time when people used to say कि पढ़ोगे लिखोगे बनोगे ना आप खेलोगे सीखोगे होगे. Times have really changed and sports is a hardcore profession now, and it's a profession in which your hobby becomes your profession. You love playing sports and that becomes your profession. Now if I'll tell Shagun to spend 18 hours on the ground playing her sport, she will just love it. That's because it's her passion and she loves to do it. Now, there was a kid, I just want to give you what the government is doing. He used to sell pan masala on the streets. He was paralytic from the left hand side and he started training with me. And I just want to share it with you that he had won the Para Asian Games gold medal. Narayan Thakur was his name. And he has won Asian Games, Para Asian Games gold medal in 100 meters. He has been given 1 crore rupees from the Delhi government, 30 lakhs from Narendra Modi ji. And he just called me during the meeting only. He just called me. He's in Kolkata. He's got a job in an income tax. So I think it is a full-on profession now. Right from the college, like I started sports because I wanted to get into a decent college, and sports quota is one way. I was a science student. I couldn't spend so much of time. So to all those who feel that insecurity is always there, like Dr. Deepak Suri has mentioned, The injuries are part and parcel of the game. Risk factors in everything. But if you are determined, if you are focused, you will reach the top. And if you reach the top, people will take you in their hands and your career has been made. It is a profession now, you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, sorry, somebody was sharing the screen. So, and rightly said by Dr. Deepak Suri, see, that was my reason of starting online classes, because people, when they do squat or do exercises, the posture is wrong. And when the posture is wrong, the effect of exercise is adverse. So I think it is a full-on future. It is a full-on career. Government is really supporting sportsmen. When you're working, the agencies, whichever company you're working, they support you. They totally support you. I'm working with Customs. I used to get full support from the department. Times off to practice. When I was in college, I used to get full time off from the college to play for the college, to play for the country. So I think please step in. If your child is talented, please don't take that passion from him. Let him follow his passion. And I'm telling you, he or she will make you feel proud. You will not have regrets. Little risk is there, but yeah, we all have risk in life. So all the best.
Thank you, Amit. I think, yes, most important is that we have to be risk takers. And that is what we have seen during this lockdown period the most, how we take risk. I'll come back to Shagun. Shagun Chaudhary, we all have elderly people at home. And each time I'm also 60 plus. And each time I tell my children that I'm going out or something, the first thing they tell me, I've not been allowed to literally go out. And the first thing they say is, stay home, don't step out. This is your Lakshman Rekha. So, for the elderly, because I've been involved in webinars and, there is college, there is online teaching. So one kept those negative thoughts away. But I know that there are a lot of people who are the age of 70, 80, and who have been feeling, very jittery. And of course, extremely depressed. That there is nothing, not that they were traveling too much outside, but that imposition of it from outside becomes you feel like a caged bird. So what would you suggest for people? How should one take that, the stress of the elderly and to assuage their feelings?
I think the elderly people used to pay or did go out basically for social interaction. And if we, whether it's my parents who are also over 60, they would go out, they would for dinners or whatever. It's basically to meet other people. If you can actually provide that environment that they have missed out with their children for so many years and provide that, then what I have seen myself is like my mom and dad are also under lockdown. They're not allowed to go out. And if they do go out or whatever, if they go out, like step out of the house, then I have made it's how there's a role reversal now. You're actually your parents and they're actually your children. So you're like, okay, if you you wear your shoes and walk out, similarly you have to wear your mask. When you put your hand sanitizer, you take all the precautions. But I think on a social level, if the interaction is there, whether I have my grandparents who are over 90, and I have spent so much time with them, even getting to know about those recipes that I would have not indulged in if I was actually leading a regular life and traveling and all that. So the amount of time that you can give them and nurture that and relive moments of your childhood with them. There's nothing that actually gives them more happiness than that. They don't want to go out there. If you actually spend enough time with them and interact with them, so that again, it's all about the environment that you provide that makes you mentally positive in order to deal with the situation better. So I think we can achieve that just by being there and being present with everyone and reliving the good old times of when we were younger, when we used to play badminton with them, when they used to make us achars, taking recipes of achars, making something that they like. This, like I'm saying, very basic, simple things is basically what gives you pleasure. We are unnecessarily complicating it into believing there's something else out there. There isn't. So I think now it's basically that, and it's just the environment that you provide that has everybody's unhappy.
Thank you so much, Shagun. I think very true that the right kind of environment and the right sprinkling of the, time that you have and how you spend it and how you nurture them is very, very important, because people at that age they also become like children. I think one has to sort of create a kind of a place and space for them where they feel wanted. I remember sitting with my father-in-law, who's 93 years old, and making him talk about, he's a scientist, and making him talk about, all the stories of St. Stephen's College and so on. I think it must have been after ages that I did it. You're so right, because these are the small things of life that we all were missing, and those are the things which we now realize how important they are. Thank you so much, Shagun. Dr. Deepak Suri, there is a young child, I would say, a young student, Daksh Adlakha, studying in a school, who's a football player and a very, very, who has a very strong passion for sports. He wants to ask you a question, because I was not able to get it from him. I am calling him just now, putting him in, and he's going to ask his question. Daksh, if you can hear me, please ask your question.
Yes, I wanted to ask that can you tell me some remedy for lower back pain?
Yeah. See, for the lower back pain, how much is your age?
I'm sorry?
What is your age, Daksh?
आपकी age कितनी है?
I'm 17.
You are 17 years. Okay.
Yeah.
आप एक बार आप अपना posture देखिएगा. If it is having a lumbar lordosis, जैसे बैक में आर्च ज़्यादा है, अगर ये आप एक बार चेक कर लें, और most of the back pains do not come from their own. It is a contributing factor from your hips. आप क्या खेलते हैं?
Sorry, didn't get you.
आप खेलते हैं?
Soccer.
Do you play?
He plays.
You are a soccer
Yes,
player.
I play football.
Most of the back pains are contributed by your either from your thoracic spine or by your hip. So you have to check the ranges in your hip as well as in your thoracic spine. अगर वहाँ पे ठीक है, then ask an expert to check your iliopsoas, that is hip flexor.
Okay.
So most of the time, these three places they give you the back pain. तो आप अपने hips को strengthen करें, hips को stretch करें in all directions, especially the rotations, और अपने thoracic spine को आप stretch करते रहें, उसमें mobility लेके आए, back pain will go. और hip flexor को जरूर stretch करना है आपको.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you.
And thank you, Daksh. Sir, there are many questions that we have received, along with this. Dr. Deepak Suri, there is one more question that I'm going to add here. One of the, this is on the YouTube that we have received. What would be your suggestions to reduce carbohydrates during lockdown?
See, एक चीज हमको ये देखनी पड़ेगी कि वी आर जस्ट फॉलोइंग द वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज. वो जो कहते हैं हम वो सब फॉलो करना शुरू कर देते हैं. कीपिंग इन माइंड दे आर जेनेटिकली डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अस.
I think we seem to have lost you, Dr. Deepak Suri. Can you hear me? Can you hear us, Dr. Deepak?
No. Yeah. I can hear you. Yeah. Am I audible to you?
Yeah, you are. Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, Dr. Suri, you are audible.
जितने भी अच्छे डाइटिशियन से अगर आप मिलेंगे वो यही कहेंगे ईट लोकल. हमारी बॉडी जिस तरह से बनी है, नेचर ने हमें वही के फूड्स दिए हुए हैं, आप वही खाइए. अगर आप किसी मॉडलिंग इंडस्ट्री में नहीं है तो आप ये कार्ब्स, प्रोटीन, इन सबको ज़्यादा ध्यान ना दें, क्योंकि प्रोटीन हमें बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं चाहिए होता है. वी जस्ट नीड अराउंड 15% ऑफ प्रोटीन, और ये हमें हमारे जो नॉर्मल फूड है उससे मिल जाता है. देयर इज अ long debate about protein intake, whether we should take protein from outside like from the artificial हमें powdered form में मिलता है. अगर प्रोटीन ज़्यादा होता है हमारी बॉडी में जो हमारी डाइजेस्ट नहीं कर पाती, देन इट टू फैट्स जो भी नहीं चाहते या फिर नहीं चाहते हैं. सो आप फ्रूट्स लीजिए, मिल्क लीजिए और एक्सरसाइज कीजिए. एंड मैं लोगों को ये बोलता हूँ कि आप कभी भी 6 पैक्स या बॉडी शेप के ऊपर मत जाइए. आप स्ट्रेंथन रहें. अगर आपको रात को 10 बजे भी कोई बोलता है चलो रनिंग करने चलते हैं, तो आपके अंदर इतनी एनर्जी होनी चाहिए आप एक बार में बोलते हैं कि हाँ चलो चलते हैं. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि नहीं मैं थका हुआ हूँ, बहुत ज़्यादा थका हुआ हूँ. ये सब चीज़ें नहीं आती. तो इन स्पाइट ऑफ कीपिंग रिकॉर्ड ऑन कार्बोहाइड्रेट, हम लोग ये बोलते हैं कि आप हेल्दी रहें, अच्छा खाएं, एक्सरसाइज करें, बस और कुछ नहीं.
Thank you, Dr. Deepak. I think the most important mantra is to stay healthy and not to worry about carbs and proteins and so on, but we must all eat a balanced diet. Thank you so much. My next, I'm coming back to Mr. Amit Khanna. Amit, there are two things that I'm combining here. One, what should be our strategy for team games during this lockdown? And particularly, question which has come from the YouTube, how can we ensure social distancing in games like cricket, which are like the elitist games?
Ma'am, as I have said before, the world is full of thorns and we cannot carpet the whole world. We have to wear our shoes. We have to increase our immunity. See, anyways, man as a person is a human animal. A social animal, we have to move out. We have to socialize. We have to meet out. Like even in emergency stage, like team games and everything, we have to move out and socialize. So the best thing is protect ourselves properly, increase our immunity, start eating chawanprash, start having tulsi, all those dadi nani ke desi nuske. As Dr. Deepak has mentioned, start eating food which is healthy, which will increase your immunity. Plus start doing exercises, because once you do exercises, your blood flow increases and it strengthens our antibodies, which will fight against any virus. You need to stay healthy. Life will move on like this for some time. We don't know till when. So we have to protect ourselves. We have to increase our immunity. We have to get stronger. We have to get healthier. And team games, we need to manage social distancing. We need to make sure that we are keeping sanitizers with us all the time. When you enter the ground, use a sanitizer. After every few minutes, you can actually see whenever you've gone close to somebody, you can again use the sanitizer. And try and maintain social distancing as much as possible. But the basic mool mantra is protect yourself, increase your immunity, and stay healthy.
Thank you, Amit. I think the most important aspect is that one has to be very careful about one's own immunity, and to bolster that, I think, is ultimately what we should all be aiming for. Thank you so much. We are almost coming close to our session, but I still have a few more questions. I think we still have time for few questions. Dr. Anju Luthra, maybe 2-3 more questions that I can take.
Yes, there is one you can. If somebody want to ask it from anybody would like to have any question, please. I don't have one as such. I'll ask with the YouTube. Megha?
Okay. No, she has sent me. Anju, I've been getting, don't worry about that. So, Shagun, I think there is one aspect that I want you to, you could throw some light on. As to how we can overcome the pandemic fear in relation to indoor as well as the outdoor games, and also how can one motivate students, particularly exercise to
what I would like to say, like Mr. Khanna rightly pointed out, that we can't, our lives can't come to a standstill. What we actually have to do is, we know what works for us. As far or with outdoor sports, you can manage social distancing much better because you can curb the amount of spectators that come to watch. In indoor sports, and since the confined environment, you can have only, like for instance, in shooting, you have the air rifle, air pistol events are all indoor sports. So in that case, you can have only a certain number of sports persons who are competing at a particular time or training at a particular time, hence maintaining social distancing, and at the same time taking all precautions as far as sanitizing and wearing masks, because that can be done in a sport like shooting. I'm sure in a sport like football and where they're more active sports, as far as there's a lot more running and all everything is involved, you probably have to take other measures. You just have to because masks don't really help the cause, but everything can be managed if strategically planned. So whether it is outdoor sports or indoor sports, if you take the right kind of precautions, because especially non-contact sports like boxing, so over there you have to take higher precautions than something like you have to do with shooting. So I mean, as we go along, as long as we know what we need to do and adhere to that, I think this is something that we can manage.
Thank you, Shagun.
Rekha ma'am, I would like to ask the question to Dr. Deepak Surya, please.
Please go ahead.
Dr. Deepak Surya, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Actually, my lot of sports girls are frequently getting knee problems due to surface, due to wearing shoes, or due to their activity load, and they frequently get operative. That I don't want. So please tell them how to strengthen their knee, and they can cure the injury. And please specify with the growing. That's a problem I'm facing frequently in my sports tenure.
Okay. See,
Thank you.
lots of people come with the knee problems. एक चीज I would like to mention one thing. जो लोग स्किपिंग करते हैं, कोशिश करें कि स्किपिंग do not do it on the hard surface. Please do it on grass with your shoes on. एंड नी पेन, यूजुअली जो नी पेन होता है ये इसके जो कंट्रीब्यूटिंग फैक्टर्स होते हैं वो ये होते हैं कि आपकी काफ वीक है. समटाइम्स इट कम्स फ्रॉम योर एंकल टाइटनेस एंड मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द टाइम्स इट कम्स फ्रॉम योर हिप. अगर हमारा हिप मसल्स वीक है, हिप मसल्स में मैं आपको स्पेसिफिकली बताता हूँ ग्लूटियस मीडियस एंड मिनिमस एंड मैक्सिमस, जिसको हम जो हमारे हिप के on the back side, there's a bulk of muscles that we call glutes. अगर वो weak है, then our inner muscles, which are called groin muscles or adductor muscles, they get tight, and due to that, your knee goes inside. जब आप कोई भी squat करेंगे, then you'll notice your knee is going inside, and if you lunge, then your front knee will go inside. So अगर ऐसा होता है, then it's time to realize that your glutes are not working, they are not firing. हमारे में एक बात बोलते हैं, glutes must fire. If they are not firing, it can give the pain to your back, and the majority of the cases, it gives the pain to your knees. And there is a muscle, there is a continuation of the glutes which we call TFL or IT band. IT band हमारे नी के आउटर साइड में एक बैंड जाता है मसल्स का, जो हमारे नी को सिक्योर करता है. अगर हमारा ग्लूट्स वीक है तो हमारा नी ऑटोमेटिकली वीक हो जाएगा. इसलिए हमें अपनी ग्लूट्स को स्ट्रेंथन करना है. साथ ही साथ हमें हिप में हमें मोबिलिटी चाहिए. हिप अगर मोबाइल नहीं होगा तो हमें बैक पेन और नी पेन ज़रूर आएगा. तो ये चीज़ों का आपको ध्यान रखना है. हैमस्ट्रिंग का बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान रखना है. एक चीज़ और मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगा, मोस्ट ऑफ पीपल दे वर्क ऑन क्वाड्स. अगर आपका स्पोर्ट्स कुछ ऐसा है जिसमें आपको क्वाड्स को डेवलप करना है, देन इट्स ओके. अदरवाइज द रेशियो ऑफ स्ट्रेंथनिंग क्वाड्स टू द हैमस्ट्रिंग इज अराउंड 1:3. अगर आप क्वाड्स को, लाइक इन क्रिकेट, अगर आप क्वाड्स को 10 kgs के साथ स्ट्रेंथन कर रहे हैं, हैमस्ट्रिंग को आपको 30 kgs के साथ करना पड़ेगा. और कुछ टाइम्स आप 1:2 के रेशियो में भी जा सकते हैं, बट आपको हैमस्ट्रिंग एंड ग्लूट्स पे काम करना पड़ेगा. आप बिलीव कीजिए, नी पेन बिल्कुल भी नहीं आएगा. कुछ लोग जो बोलते हैं कि जी हमें नी इश्यूज हो गए हैं, 10 साल से पेन है और डॉक्टर ने सर्जरी के लिए बोला है, कुछ नहीं किया जाता उनको, हिप का रेंज इंक्रीज कर देते हैं, ग्लूट्स को स्ट्रेंथन कर देते हैं, एक सिटिंग में 50 to 70% पेन चला जाता है। तो नी का अपना, हमारे हिसाब से नी का अपना कुछ ऐसा कुछ रोल होता नहीं है। इट इज गवर्न बाय द अदर जॉइंट्स एंड द मसल्स।
Thank you, Dr. Deepak, for the information. But once the athlete or sportsman got operated, I'm facing a lot of problems to get proper physio and to come back and they can play for the team. These are the genuine problems. I used to always refer your name without hitch, but I still, the girls are facing a lot of problems. Will you advise me what kind of therapy they should opt?
देखिए, कभी भी जब ऑपरेशन होता है किसी का भी, तो पहली जो प्रायोरिटी होती है टू गेट द रेंज, जिसको हम बोलते हैं ROM, रेंज ऑफ मोशन। तो फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी इज टू गेट द फुल रेंज। उसके बाद हम स्ट्रेंथनिंग शुरू करते हैं। देयर वाज सम कॉन्फ्लिक्ट बिटवीन सम फिजियोज। उन्होंने कहा जितनी भी रेंज है हम उसको स्ट्रेंथन कर लेते हैं, बाकी रेंज रहने दीजिए क्योंकि हमें वो काम में नहीं आती है। बट द आइडिया इज टू गेट द फुल रेंज फर्स्ट, देन गो फॉर द स्ट्रेंथनिंग साइमल्टेनियसली। उसके बाद हम उसको लोडिंग शुरू करते हैं इनिशियली विद द बॉडी वेट, देन उसके बाद हम उसको जिम में ट्रेनिंग शुरू कराते हैं, ग्राउंड में ट्रेनिंग शुरू कराते हैं, एंड उसके बाद हम प्रोप्रियोसेप्शन पे जाते हैं। प्रोप्रियोसेप्शन इज द थिंग जो हमारी बॉडी को एक जॉइंट इन्फॉर्म करता है कि किस पोजीशन में है। मान लीजिए इफ यू आर हैविंग योर आईज क्लोज्ड और कर लिया, then I am aware that my fingers are bent, it is flexed. This is the proprioception which my fingers are sending to my brain. Then we work on that. इस तरह से स्टेजेस होती हैं जिस पे कि हम काम करते हैं। कुछ फिजियोज या कई जगह वो पहले से उसको रेंज नहीं लाने की जगह उसको स्ट्रेंडिंग शुरू करा देते हैं या किसी गलत एक्सरसाइज में चले जाते हैं। देन इट कम्स बैक, पेन्स आना शुरू हो जाते हैं। देन कई लोगों को दोबारा ऑपरेट कराना पड़ता है। तो आप कभी भी जब जाएं तो एक अच्छा फिजियो के पास जरूर जाएं, अच्छे ऑर्थोपेडिक सर्जन के पास जाएं, अच्छे फिजियो के पास जाएं, और जब कभी आप अपनी एक्टिविटी रिज्यूम करते हैं अच्छे कोच के पास जाइए, नहीं तो आपकी जितनी भी मेहनत है सब खराब हो जाएगी। अगर आपका एक्शन जैसे कुछ एक बॉलर्स होते हैं उनका एक्शन में फॉल्ट होता है, दे अगेन एंड अगेन कम टू द फिजियो दैट दे आर हैविंग द बैक पेन, और जबकि जब उनको देखा जाता है कोई दूसरे कोच जब उनको देखते हैं वो कहते हैं इनका तो एक्शन में प्रॉब्लम है, इसको पेन कभी जाएगा ही नहीं। तो आप सारी चीज़ें ज़रूरी है, अच्छा ऑर्थो सर्जन जरूरी है, फिजियो जरूरी है, कोच भी बहुत ज़रूरी है। एक चीज़ और मैं बोलूँगा वो जो उसमें मिस हो गई थी कि जैसे आप किसी कंपनी में जाते हैं या कहीं भी जैसे थर्मल स्कैनिंग होती है आप लोगों की, डोंट रिलाई कि जितने भी लोग अंदर आ रहे हैं हु आर अंडरगोइंग द थर्मल स्कैनिंग दे आर कोरोना फ्री। आप ये मान के चलें कि आपके अलावा सबको कोरोना है, तो आप बच सकते हैं। थैंक यू।
Very true. Thank you very much for the informative knowledge, sir. Over to Rekha, ma'am.
Thank you. I think we've now reached the end of our deliberations, and my personal thanks to each one of you. It has been, though I know one would have loved to spend one more time with all of you, but I'm sure Dr. Anju Luthra is going to arrange another webinar and we shall meet soon. Now I would Dr. Dinesh Atlakha, Associate Professor of Spanish at St. Mary College. He dons many hats. He's a mathematician, he's a lawyer, and he's also a linguist in terms of having command over many languages, Hindi, English, Spanish, and Punjabi. So, Dr. Dinesh Atlakha to propose a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Rekha Dayal, for assigning me the most pleasant task of this morning. Now tell me one thing, in which language should I speak? Anyway.
No choice.
So, keeping in with the turbulent times that we are all going through, it becomes imperative that we ask ourselves as well as others how to keep fit and maintain sports in the era of COVID-19. Eminent panelists this morning have deliberated and shown us the path to follow in these times of trouble. On behalf of all of us, it is my proud privilege to thank Shri Amit Khanna, fastest man of India for a whole lot of years, for his brilliant treatment of the subject, and especially on his intervention on the control of pulse. Amit ji very rightly pointed out, almost all of us, including myself, we have a very fast pulse rate, and we are all trying to control it. The way you have given your inputs into this, I'm sure each one of us will try to mold our lives, our lifestyles accordingly, and control the fast pulse rate and the hypertension and all these things that we are facing in our day life. And of course, the young students, they will definitely benefit from your own experience, the way you have shown the videos, and you said that indoor practice can also be done. The sports can definitely be played indoor. So a very big thank you, Amit ji, for accepting and being part of this journey. We are indeed indebted to our own Ms. Shagun Chaudhary for accepting our request at this late hour. I'm told you were contacted last night at around 8:30 or 9 when Apurvi has finally, due to some reason, shown her inability to join us. Shagun, you really have proved your loyalty, your commitment to your alma mater, and your intervention, of course, has been, very enlightening. Particularly the aspect of mental health that you have touched upon, the way you handle this question that Dr. Rekha Dayal has posed about the support to the elderly. Support to the elderly is probably now the biggest challenge that we all have to undergo and take care of. So a very big thank you to you, Shagun, for making it to our webinar today and making it. I'm indeed grateful to Dr. Deepak Shukla. Doctor, the question that in between the organizers allowed from a participant, that was from my son. Dakshat Lakha is my son. Let me tell you very frankly that just about a few days ago, we had a big fight. Today, you have proved him right. I would accept that I was wrong. The intermittent fasting that you referred to, he was practicing it, and his mother and I were after his life. What nonsense is this? 12-15 घंटे का 16 घंटे का फास्ट हमने तो कभी नहीं सुना था. Thank you very much for clearing all the rubbish that was in our mind, and these young fellows there. He is a footballer and does a lot of practice in all these things. One of these days, probably we'll bring him to you for personal thing also. A very big thank you for coming, accepting our invitation, being part of this webinar, and making this very big success. Our special thanks to our dear moderator, Dr. Rekha Dayal. We all keep looking up to you, ma'am, for our private, our public, any kind of affairs, university problems. In the college also, everyone, each one of us, whether students, Karamcharis, teachers, we look up to you, we come to you rushing for getting solutions to our problem. And the way you have conducted this webinar this morning, I'm sure most of us have had a very good learning experience. We have learned a lot how to conduct these webinars. A big thank you for being there always. We are grateful to our principal, Dr. Sister Rosalie, for motivating and encouraging us to channelize our energies in these directions and allowing us to organize these webinars for the benefit of our teachers, our students, and the participants in general. Thank you, sister, for your blessings, for your help, and for your time. The Department of Physical Education, namely Dr. Manmohan Kaur Chawla, the teacher in charge, Dr. Anju Luthra, and Dr. Rajendra Sharma, worked very hard to give this webinar the shape in which we have presented it to you. Dr. Luthra's untiring efforts made sure that these 2 days webinar become a huge success. Our special thanks are due to Dr. Shalini Kaushik and Dr. Rajendra Sharma for working on the title and bringing the webinar in its present shape. The sports committee, which comprises of Dr. Rekha Dayal, Sister Dr. Molly, and yours truly, lent their support in making sure that all aspects are. Our thanks are also due to Dr. Alka Marwa, the coordinator of IQAC of Jesus Mary College, and Dr. Amita Motwani, the coordinator of the webinar series of Jesus Mary College, who have worked behind the scenes and walked that extra mile to make sure that nothing goes wrong. I would also like to thank our webinar team, comprising of our young and very young lot, Mr. Naveen Thomas, Ms. Megha Jacob, Ms. Vranda, Ms. Ishita Singh, Ms. Shikha Singh and Ms. Ishita, and of course, Dr. Krishnu Das for looking into the tech. Special mention of our dear friend, Ms. Charu Sarin Arora, for preparing the schedule and poster of this webinar, which underwent many facelifts. In fact, last night at around 10:30, 11, she once again gave the final touches to this program schedule and poster of this webinar. Mr. Gaurav, our programmer, has also been a constant support to us. A big thank you to you, Gaurav. This whole discussion and the vote of thanks would have become meaningless had it not been for our distinguished audience and participants. Our participants have logged in from different remote corners of the country. Today I am told that as far-flung areas as Himachal and Bihar also have been represented in this webinar of ours. So a big thank you to all the participants for making this, for being with us this morning and making this program a very big. Thank you all, and soon we shall come back and be with you with another series of webinar on sports, well-being, and dealing with the corona. Thank you very much.